So, a good parenting plan is collaborative, it's forward-looking, it's flexible, which means that as the child ages or achieves different milestones, there is room for it to be changed to meet the child and the parents' respective needs. New Jersey courts prefer parenting plans to be established early on and to be made part of the eventual marriage settlement agreement divorce decree. Also, parties can enter into a parenting plan by a consent order, which means that the party agrees, that agreement's put in writing, it's formalized, it's memorialized, and it's incorporated into any divorce decrees or marriage settlement agreements. A good parenting plan has different themes. Who is the child going to stay with on what days? Are the parents going to follow the standard New Jersey courts holiday schedule, which typically allows for parents to, on alternate years, spend certain holidays with the child. Also, certain things like summer vacation. For example, it could be part of your parenting plan that the child has certain visitation time with one parent during the school year, but perhaps spends more time with one parent during summer vacation. Additionally, it should outline what responsibilities fall to what parent, who's going to cover any transportation costs of the child, who's going to cover extracurriculars. Perhaps one parent will cover soccer, but another parent will cover karate. It keeps things fair, it keeps things balanced, and it keeps things in the best interest of the child. If at all possible, it's best to keep things child-centered and to allow for both parents to spend meaningful time with their child, but also allow that child to have and create the best memories and stability possible. It's good for essentially the child to have Christmas one year with one parent, but then also have that time the following year. Most courts typically favor alternating the child's birthday so that each parent has that special time. It should be comprehensive, so there's no questions or he said or she said later on. It shouldn't just be about time, but also what the financial obligations are expected of both parties. So, with these agreements, usually communication methods are established. It's important when there's been some hostility in the past. Typically, these agreements will set out if it's going to happen via email, with how much notice, etc. Having these agreements be pretty straightforward and transparent helps prevent conflicts. But if conflicts do arise, I always suggest that my clients, especially when they're requesting certain modifications, perhaps, for example, they needed a certain amount of time with the kid for vacation, but plans change and dates need to be adjusted, to inform the other parent as soon as possible. If it becomes an issue where the parties simply cannot agree, courts can always modify any existing order through the modification process. You can contact us here at Next Chapter Family Law if you need help modifying any existing court order. In New Jersey, parties can typically have either a detailed or a flexible parenting plan. My suggestion is always to have a bit of both in an existing parenting plan. You want some flexibility because life happens. Things change. You might have requested PTO to spend a certain week with your child at Disney, but that PTO request wasn't approved. So you want to have some flexibility in your parenting plan, so parties have that expectation that things might adjust and you need to adjust accordingly. It really will be fact specific based on your situation, based on any children's obligations, and based on how flexible that other parent has been generally in the past. If you have questions on parenting plans or how Next Chapter Family Law can help you develop one, please do contact us.